Next, we will study multiple inheritance. What does multiple means? That means there are multiple base classes, not only one. In single inheritance, there was only one base class, but in multiple inheritance, there may be 1, 2, 3, or n number of base classes, and there will be one derived class. So this concept is termed as multiple inheritance. These are base classes, and this is derived class, and this is known as multiple inheritance. So let's understand this through a program also. Suppose we have a class student and another class marks, and we are deriving a new class result out of them. Fine. So in order to implement this concept, first of all, we'll declare the class student, and then we'll declare its init method, the constructor method, where we'll take input of student's name and roll number. And then we'll display name and roll number. This is just a simple method of this class. Name and roll number are data members, and display is the member function. And after that, we have created another class marks, where we create its init method, where we take input of 3 marks subject marks of 3 subjects, enter marks of subject 1, 2, and 3. Here we are taking input of marks of 3 subjects, and then we are going to display marks by using display marks method. Fine. So this class represents marks only, and previous class was representing student. Now we are deriving a new class result, which is inheriting both student as well as marks class. Class result student comma marks. That means all the members of student and all the members of marks are now become member of this result class. Okay. Here we will declare its own init method, which is the constructor method, and inside this init method, we will call inits of or constructor method of student class as well as marks class. We have studied this concept in the previous program also. We need to call their constructors in this class also, because it is inheriting features of them. This is a derived class. So student.init will call constructor of student class, and marks.init will call constructor of marks class. And then we'll perform addition of all the 3 subjects, M1 plus M2 plus M3, and new variable is created of the derived class result, total marks, where their total result will be assigned, M1 plus M2 plus M3. Similarly, percentage will also be computed. Self dot percentage is equal to self dot total marks into 100 divided by 300. This is the formula for computing percentage. You already know that. So we have created these 2 new variables, data members of the class result, and this is the member function of this class result, display result, where it will display the result, total marks as well as percentage. So all 3 classes are created and derived by where result is deriving the features of student and marks class. Now, since result is the derived class, so we'll create an object of this class R1 is equal to result. Now R1 dot display, it will display name and roll number of the student, because display function related to the student class. Then R1 dot display marks, it will display marks of 3 subjects. You can see from here. By calling R1 dot display, name and roll number will be displayed. By calling R1 dot marks, this function will display the marks of 3 subjects, and then At the end, R1 dot display will display total marks as well as percentage. When we create this object R1, then control goes to the init method of this. Here it will call student init, where name and roll number will be initialized or input taken from the user. Similarly for marks, and then after that automatically total marks will be computed by using this statement and percentage will be computed. And when we will call R1 dot display result, it will display total marks as well as percentage. So it is clear from here. This is the output. Let me show you. Enter student name John, roll number 111. Marks of 3 subjects are 44, 54.5 and 36. Then the output is displayed as John 111, then marks of 3 subjects and then total marks. And after that percentage is displayed. Fine. So this is how multiple inheritance can be implemented in Python.